Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7 out today. Got some more Guild Wars for you guys. And of course, before we begin, the joke of the day from Icarus. My brother convinced me seabirds have a magic power. It's called gull ability. Took me a minute to process that. Gullibility. Yes, yes indeed. Sounds like something an older brother would do. Can confirm, I'm an older brother. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this first match over here. So, for the first team, we got ML Politis, Genoa, we got Navy Captain Landy as well. And I'm going to bring my Arya to this fight, because I think she'll fare pretty well into this team. I do have quite a bit of mitigation on my side, so this is what my Arya looks like. I might switch up her build soon, but it's working for now. We have Last Rider Crow here. He's going to be on Aureus, and he is going to be on self-imprint. His team imprint is kind of nice if your DPSs aren't really well rounded out with crit chance, but yeah, the HP for him is going to be quite nice and self-sustaining with lifesteal too. Dragon Bride Senya here. She's going to be on the team imprint. Going to help out the Arya with a little bit of extra bulk. She's on Adamant Shield as well, and that's going to help mitigate some of the damage along with Krau's Aureus, so that's going to be quite nice. Arya's focus gain is going to be cut in half by this ML Politis on the other side, but it should be fine. Just lets us counter a few more times before we have to S3, but it's all good. Alright, for the bottom team here, we have Senya, we have C. Lilius, and Abyssal Euphine. So into this team, I'm going to bring in Crimson Armin. Now, Crimson Armin's a unit that mitigates quite a bit of damage. Her passive here mitigates all damage received by 15%, okay? Not just critical hit damage, but all damage, including non-critical hits, so Senya's S3 does get reduced as well. And I want to do that because my Bunny Dom's rather squishy, and I will be killing this Abyssal Euphine first, so I did want Bunny Dom to survive, so this is my Bunny Dom's build. She's here because of C. Lilius on the other side. We get free skill null, free immunity from her using the extra turns. Now, I am going to be using Lethe here. Unfortunately, I'm not pulling for another Prayer of Solitude or anything like that. I don't have the resources for it. But Lethe and Prayer of Solitude are still really solid units and artifacts. Lethe is really good in Guild Wars, so it's just going to go ahead and showcase her here a little bit, especially for those of you guys who might not have played last year. Maybe you're new to the game in the past year, and you summon for Lethe, you're like, where can I use her? She seems, you know, her design's pretty cool. I want to find an application for her so I can see her amazing animations. So, here we are. Let's see what we can do, though. I do have an S3. I'm just going to go straight into the Landy. I don't really care. More damage onto Landy, the better, because she's mainly going to be the problematic unit here. Alright, so she is going to salvo. That's okay, because we do get a little bit of mitigation with that barrier here. Alright, Arya's going to S3. Everyone's stealth. So now we get to just start counter-attacking this Landy here. The blind's really good too, actually. We resisted that, that's nice. Good counter-attack. Genoa gets to proc. Okay, so hopefully he's not going to be critting the Arya. Again, LRK has that Aureus, and we of course do have the Adamant Shield, which is not going to be enough apparently. Oh god, what is happening? Okay, well, I mean, rest in peace Arya, but backup Senya DPS. We got another S3 going. This is why people go for a speed build, by the way. You do get quite a bit of damage out this way, and it is quite nice. Because you get to S3 immediately when you're going right early, and then subsequent turns, right, once you get your backline unit below half health, you proc, and you get to finish off your opponent. Hopefully we can kill this Genoa here. Hoping. Uh-oh. Alright, see, there you go. Speed build, we're lapping here, especially with that speed buff. LRK has speed buff too, so we're gonna lap that Genoa. Okay, quite nice, quite nice. I thought we were gonna get screwed over, but his rage buff was already gone, right? So he wouldn't have had that extra attack, which is where most of his power comes from. Okay, Bunny Dom gets proc there, very, very nice. I could S3, but Crimson Armin is on protection, so we did have a barrier on everybody. See, Lilius did decrease that by a turn, though. Do I really want to push up here? I think I'll save it. Let's go ahead and sleep the Senya. Or not, she's gonna resist. Now, here's the thing, Leafy can Soulburn for free, right? She can Soulburn and grant an extra turn, which is nice, but I don't want to do that just yet. Her passive is also really nice here, because of free Soulburn, but also for the Omens, right? So we're gonna go for an S1, we're gonna get that Omen buff, or debuff on the opponent. Once you stack up to 3 Omens, you get your extra attack, and that's when you do most of your shenanigans. So she does have Extinction on her her extra attack, right? Shouldn't say S3, but yeah, her extra attack. And that is what we're gonna go for on this Abyssal Euphine. I am a little worried though, because Bunny Dom's getting destroyed. So right now we are we're going to S3 here. We're gonna Soulburn. So this also stacks Omen. Every time you attack somebody, it stacks Omen. Right, so go on to that Abyssal Euphine. Nice. So I got the Frostbite, which is great. No damage reduction, no damage sharing effects. Perfect stuff. And now we can go for this Abyssal Euphine. So this is essentially just going to be a maximum amount of damage here. 28k HP Leafy, not the highest HP. A lot of people can go easily above 30k health. But look at that, 19k damage right there. And we don't have to care about any Aureus or any of that stuff on this Senya. Now what I can do is pop Crimson Armin's S3 actually. That'd be quite nice because the Senya does have her S3 ready, and so she will be using that here. Very, very nice. She's on 3F2, it's a lot of damage. Good stuff. So perfect timing with the Crimson Armin. We can protect the entire team, don't take any damage, and now we just slowly whittle away everyone else with our Lethe. Now, the good thing about Lethe is, look at this, right? Already 2 stacks of Omen on the Sea Lilius. We are going to be looking quite good for the next turn. There you go. Now, this is not going to be dealing tons and tons of damage, right? Might not even one-shot here. 19k health, pretty consistent though. Oh, actually, it does kill. I thought the Sea Lilius would be a little bit tankier. But yeah, 19k damage is really nice. The only way that Lethe's damage will decrease is if you get, like, injured or something like that. But there's none of that stuff in play here, so I think we're going to be fine. What is this Senya? She's still good. Let's go ahead and S... Let's go ahead and S3. Okay. And we will S3 here. Let's get some healing with Doctor's Bag. There we go, very nice. So that Bunny Dom can survive, and now we'll S1. This will again deal the same amount of damage, so we will still do 19k damage. It's not gonna kill, but it's still gonna be a respectable amount. And that's what Lethe excels, right? She excels at dealing consistent, true damage. Right, and even if your opponent has mitigation, that's where her Frostbite on her S3 comes in. You ignore all that damage sharing, damage reduction stuff, and you can just continue whittling away at your opponent. We're in a little bit of trouble, I think. Senya might actually kill our Bunny Dom here, so we might lose her. Unless we can heal and get a barrier, we might survive. This is a 37k HP Senya, oh my god. This is like what my old Senya build was before I sped her up. Oh, okay, no, we're good. Alright, that is perfectly fine. Thankfully, the opponent in Guild Wars can't Soulburn. And so yeah, Lethe, we just go for an S1. No need to Soulburn or anything like that, she is already so low. But yeah, Extinction on Lethe is also great, because against units like Abyssal Euphine, they can't revive. And so you don't have to worry about those shenanigans. So yeah, there you go. Pretty solid Lethe match, honestly. If you're against opponents, even in RTA, it's a little harder to use her in RTA, but in RTA you can use her if you have an opponent that has a revive unit, kill that off, and if no one else has any damage to get rid of the Lethe, you're pretty much winning that. Okay, so when you think about units that can revive, well, the first unit that might come to mind recently is Blood Moon Haste. So why not attack a tower with him on it to to showcase Lethe in this situation. We're up against a Bellion and a Zeo, so a pretty impressive team on the other side. No soul burns for me, no speed contesting, all that shenanigans, but we will still bring in Dragon Bride Senya here. She's on the HP imprint, which will help the Lethe out with some of her damage actually, because she scales with her max health. So she'll be here, she'll be pretty nice, 241 speed, not the fastest unit on this team. That's going to be Shaltir. Shaltir doesn't have stealth at the beginning of the match. I actually improved her gear here, so she's going to hit much harder, which is going to be very nice. She's still on Papet Lance, which I think is okay on her. But yeah, Zeo is going to be attacking the Shaltir. If it procs ML Senya, so be it. If it doesn't, we're good. Bellion will eventually proc her later. And of course we have Lethe here still on Prayer of Solitude. Again, this is not like the best gear on her that I could put, but it's serviceable for Guild War purposes. Next up we have Pyrrha, ML Rowana, and Navy Captain Landy. Navy Captain Landy is absolutely everywhere, but the ML Rowana is actually really annoying, so I'm gonna have to bring in Silvertide Christie. 300 resistance, probably still not enough for ML Rowana, by the way. Most Rowanas can get up to easily 300 effectiveness if they want to, but Bastion of Perlucia here for the immunity and barrier for the backline unit. Now, just for reference, this is my record Rowana. She has 260 speed, or 260 effectiveness, right? And that's not even like considered good. Most Rowanas now can easily have over 300 effectiveness, and mine has no imprints too. We're gonna bring in Low Crescent Bellona as our damage dealer against this Navy Captain Landy. Same old Bellona that I've always used, pretty much just all in on damage, and we're on plus 30 Sigurd for some self-sustain, and then we have DJB in the back line. So this DJB is gonna get 150 resist from this Christie, so he is gonna be easily at like 400 resistance, I think, because 150 plus this is 390 plus this, that's 420 resistance. I think we're good against the Rowana with this. So I really just need DJB to barrier invert this Pyrrha and then push up the team, and then we're going to be solid. Christie gives an attack buff so that Bellona can do shenanigans and more damage. We just have to watch out for the opponent's Navy Captain Landy, because she will be targeting my Bellona, and that Landy's going to have an attack buff from the Pyrrha, so it's going to be a little dangerous. Alright, ooh, look at that. So, what did I say? There you go. Get that berry on that Shaltir. We cleanse as well. Beautiful stuff. I could go for an S3 onto somebody, or I could just S1 here. We're gonna stealth, and that's fine. I think it's best to just hit this ML Haste. Do we S3? Yeah, let's S3 the ML Haste. Let's see how much damage we do. So I don't have an attack buff here, but I do want to get a good amount of damage so I can heal. Right? So let's go for him. Alright, good. Okay, not terrible. Let's go ahead and S3. This will be a lot of AoE damage. I don't think this will kill anybody, though. Mine's not on 3F or anything, as you guys know, on my Advent Shield. Yeah, okay, good amount of damage. Oh, actually, I don't even really need Lethe here for this, but we'll S1 there. Typically with Lethe, you just S1 the target that you want to nuke down first, and then you soul burn your S3 and then go for the S1 again. That's typically how this goes, but we do get provoked here. There's injury as well. Oh no, it's not good. It's not good. Alright, with injury, I kinda just want to finish off the Blood Moon Haste, honestly. We had too much damage, which is really funny. So let's just go hit the Bellion, because she is on injury, so she's not on counter, so you can safely attack the Bellion, no repercussions. Okay. I didn't want to target that, but there's no hope for us. We had to provoke. Ooh, this is really bad. Senya's getting so low. Okay, let us go for... I can't kill anybody because his Blood Moon Haste is there. Alright, Senya's gonna go down. Who's he gonna hit? The Lethe? Okay, that's fine. I think I just have to kill the Blood Moon Haste here, honestly. So this was kind of... we actually had enough damage somehow. I was kind of hoping that we didn't, so that we can go for Extinctions with Lethe, but it's okay. Let us just go for this, because I can heal by killing this... Oh, actually, no, I don't get the extra attack there. Uh-oh. Hang on, things are not going according to plan here, but we still win. It's just not according to plan. Oh god. It's so rare to find a Blood Moon Haste on Guild War Defense too. I just brought a little bit too much damage, I think, to the party. Good job, Shaltir. I'm glad that her new build is actually doing quite well. Alright, but theoretically there, what you could do is you can kill any of the other units, right? ML Haste, even if he does kill with his S3, he can't revive anybody. That's the whole point. Her true damage is also pretty good against bulky units like ML Haste, so if he's really bulky and you hit him with a Lethe, there's a good chance that you can kill him earlier on, especially the squishier Blood Moon Haste that don't have insane amounts of health, right? Okay, so we are in a little bit of trouble though. I hope maybe Captain Landy, with her blind, like, does not screw us over here and doesn't crit. Please? Oh shoot, that hurts, but hey, we are ready to S2. Good amount of healing there, very nice. So we'll just go for an S1, because we have attack buff. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. So it's pretty much over, because Rowana can't ever move, as you can see. Her combat readiness gains are halved. Right, that's just her passive. She only really moves when the unit in the front line moves. So there you go. A little disappointing there, the Lethe match, but we'll try again for the last one. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and check out the third and final team, the Stronghold, which has actually been holding up quite well against my guildmates apparently. That first team is pretty challenging, but we'll see through with it. This first team has ML Senya, ML Shu, and Zio. So I revamped my little Queen Charlotte just a little bit. I think she's going to be quite nice. Look at that damage right here. Increased her crit damage by a ton. I think I used to be like 260 crit damage. So we got extra about 40 something crit damage in here. And her bulk is actually increased. She has way more defense now than she used to be. Health dropped a little bit, which is still good because you're not vulnerable to Midnight God Lilius as much. Her speed's about the same and her attack's about the same. She's on Hellcutter and she is gonna hit hard. We're gonna bring her into the ML Shu. Now, I do like her a bit slower just because she gains combat readiness when she's hit, but also you can use attack buffers like Mediator here. I gotta put him on Warhorn. But you can use attack buffers like Mediator here to go before her, cleanse her of any debuffs, and then ensure that she gets to take her turn. We also have Karina, because I want to just one-shot the Zio, get him out of the way, and her splash damage does allow us to do that, especially with LQC and her splash damage too, because she's going to be bonking this ML Shu. Now, for the bottom team here, we got Bunny Dom, Genua, and Abyssal Yufine. Going to this, you can actually bait Genua with units like Yolha, and if you have Yolha on an actual build where she's not missing a piece, Yolha has reflect damage much like Senya does, but her reflect damage is only for single target attacks, right? So if somebody attacks her with a single target attack, she gets to reflect that damage back, and it's going to be pretty good. So let's go ahead and just give her... Ooh, actually, this is looking pretty good right here. Let's give her this piece, right? Okay, that just has a bit more defense. So, yeah, 30k HP Yolha, pretty decent right here. Again, I'm still in the process of re-gearing some units, so this is why you'll see some people missing a piece of gear here and there. But it's a good thing that we're going over our units before we go into the match. We're going to bring in Lethe as well for the Abyssal Yufine. She's going to do her good old thing of extincting her, so she can't revive, especially if she's on Holy Sack. And Abigail here is just in case my opponent's Genua does have enough damage to try to kill the Yolha, in which case we'll protect her with the Immortality, and then we should be good. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see what we can do. If Yolha gets low enough and she gets that Immortality proc, we can S3 and nuke somebody, probably the Bunny Dom, and then recover a ton of health, right? Especially with that Vampirism buff from the Abigail. So I want to see what happens. Alright, Shu's gonna go for the LQC, that's fine. Oh, is this gonna kill Mediator, actually? This is really bad. Hang on. 34k HP, uh-oh. Mediator? Mediator? Okay, at least we get a barrier. Okay, so 3F didn't kill us, thankfully. Let's go for the S3 here. Zio got pushed up by that Senya too, and I don't like it. Let's see if this can kill. It should be able to kill. Boom, boom. See? And look, Karina's splash damage, or splash damage in general, will be able to bypass Senya's passive, so it's really nice, right? So there's no one in the backline for Senya to ever proc now, and now we have a really hard-hitting LQC coming out here. There you go, look at all that damage. Beautiful stuff. And she has Extinction on her S3 too, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately, Mediator fell, but he did his job of giving us the attack buff that we needed. And I think we should be okay now. Yeah, look at that. So Karina should be able to finish this off. So we had a bit of a sacrifice here, but it's okay. It's the last match in this guild war, so any units lost, not a huge detriment to us. Okay, Bunny Dom's gonna push up. Genoa's gonna go, so he does have an attack buff here. Attack buff with an S3 is gonna hurt quite a bit, but hopefully Yoha's gonna tank this. Oh yeah, quite nicely. Unfortunately, that Genoa actually, he did manage to... Ooh, who do I want to S3 here? Oh, let's go for the Genoa, it's fine. That Genoa actually did manage to heal up with his S3, so he healed up more than the reflect damage that we gave him, but it's fine. Let's let him proc. Because Yoha still hasn't had her immortality proc here, and I don't think Abyssal Euphine can do it. Yeah, which is very nice. But Yoha does get a barrier. What I will do is I'll go for the Abyssal Euphine here, get an Omen. Next turn we're going to S3, and then go from there. Ooh, who do I want to hit? I don't want to S3 anybody here, because I don't think I could kill Bunny Dom, honestly. Could probably kill Bunny Dom here. But I can also wait, because again, there's nothing that can really strip us. Let's hit the Genoa. Oh, we didn't proc his immortality. I really wanted to proc it. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, see, the reflect damage kicked in, so proc the immortality, right? And so that is good, that is good. Alright, let's go ahead and strip everyone here. So get rid of the immortality on Genoa as well. Okay, so the skill null here is fine with Bunny Dom, right? The reason being is that you break the skill null before you attack, and then you get to go for the extra hit. So my Lethe was doing, what, 19k damage in the previous matches? She should be doing that here. Yeah, 19k damage there as well. Really, really nice. And now Genoa didn't get stripped, so unfortunately he's still alive and kicking. But look at that reflect damage though. He's at 1 health again. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. So I can go for the S3. I can actually just kill the Genoa here. Look, the Vampirism buff is great. 30% damage as health, and her S3, when she kills, she recovers amount proportional to her max health as well. So should be able to do this. Unfortunately, I would love to kill the Bunny Dom here, but Bunny Dom has that skill null. Oh, look at that. Beautiful 19k health heal. That's insane. Alright, we'll just go ahead and S1. No Might proc, unfortunately, but Lethe should be able to take the turn here. And Bunny Dom already has 2 Omens, so this should kill. So yeah, Lethe is a unit that can bypass Bunny Dom, especially if you're focusing down a single unit. When you do the S3 and you do the extra turn, you S1 and you break the skill null anyway. The unfortunate thing about that is you do lose the, your debuffs on the opponent, but as long as your opponent does have mitigation, you don't really need that frostbite anyway. But yeah, there you guys have it. Lethe in Guild Wars, still a pretty solid unit to have, so if you do want her, get her, and enjoy her. With that being said though guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.